and off battlefields. They laid the groundwork for subsequent innovations in personal automatic weaponry that would continue evolving through later conflicts. The machine gun's dominance in World War II. World War II was a major event where the machine gun proved its deadly power and adaptability. Every major country had its own version of this powerful weapon, designed to fit their specific military strategies and needs. The German MG42, often called Hitler's buzzsaw, was a marvel of engineering. It had an incredible rate of fire, around 1,200 rounds per minute. This lightweight yet robust machine gun could be deployed quickly by infantry squads, making it a formidable opponent in both offensive and defensive operations. Its design was so effective that it influenced post-war machine guns like the American M60. The M1917 Browning machine gun was the United States answer to the need for a reliable heavy machine gun. Water-cooled and capable of sustained fire, it played a crucial role in various theaters of war. Unlike the MG42's terrifying rate of fire, the M1917 focused on steady and consistent performance over prolonged engagements. The British Bren gun stood out as a versatile light machine gun, LMG. Known for its reliability and accuracy, it was used extensively by British Commonwealth forces. Though not as rapid-firing as the MG42 or as heavy-duty as the M1917, the Bren gun struck a balance with its ease of use and effectiveness in varying combat situations. The Normandy landings on D-Day were an astounding logistical feat that required meticulous planning and execution. Machine guns were at the heart of both the offensive and defensive operations during this critical juncture. As Allied forces stormed the beaches of Normandy, they faced entrenched German positions fortified with MG42s. The sound of these guns became synonymous with the harrowing experience endured by soldiers disembarking from landing crafts. Despite facing such formidable defenses, Allied troops employed their own machine guns like the Browning M1919-A4 to provide suppressive fire and neutralize enemy positions. In contrast to the European front, the Pacific theater presented unique challenges, such as dense jungles and island-hopping campaigns. Here, lighter machine guns like Japan's Type 96 LMG saw extensive use due to their portability and adaptability to rugged terrains. American forces relied heavily on the caliber Browning M1919-A6 for its balance between mobility and firepower. Machine guns weren't confined to infantry roles. They found new life as mounted weapons across various platforms. The skies roared with machine gun fire as aircraft were outfitted with multiple mounted guns. The iconic American P-51 Mustang fighter plane came equipped with 6.50 caliber Browning M2 machine guns, turning it into a flying fortress capable of shredding enemy aircraft in dogfights or strafing ground targets. Ground warfare saw tanks becoming mobile fortresses bristling with armament. The German Panzer IV tank featured an MG-34 coaxial machine gun alongside its main cannon, providing essential close-range defense against infantry assaults. Naval warfare wasn't left out either. Ships were equipped with anti-aircraft machine guns to fend off enemy planes during naval engagements. American battleships bristled with .50 caliber Browning M2s mounted along their decks, contributing significantly during key battles like Midway. The widespread presence of these adaptable killing machines showed how important they had become in every part of World War II combat. Post-war innovations of the machine gun. After World War II, there were significant technological advancements in military equipment, including machine guns. From the Korean War to Vietnam, these weapons evolved to meet the changing demands of modern warfare. Enter the M60, nicknamed the Pig by American troops. This powerful machine gun became synonymous with jungle warfare during the Vietnam War. The M60 was designed for versatility and reliability under harsh conditions. Weighing around 23 pounds, it was lighter than its predecessors, making it more portable for infantry units slogging through dense Vietnamese jungles. Interestingly, the M60 light machine gun was made from the same materials used in commercial products, which contributed to its efficiency and effectiveness. Its air-cooled system allowed for sustained fire without overheating, crucial in an environment where every second counted. The M60's belt-fed ammunition system provided a continuous supply of bullets, reducing the need for frequent reloading. It could be mounted on tripods, vehicles, or even aircraft, making it a flexible tool in various combat scenarios. Advancements didn't stop at portability. Engineers began experimenting with lighter materials, such as aluminum alloys and polymers, to reduce the weight further while maintaining durability. These innovations made machine guns easier to carry and operate, giving soldiers a significant edge in mobility and endurance. Faster rates of fire became another focal point. Innovations like gas-operated reloading mechanisms allowed for quicker firing cycles, increasing the weapon's lethality. The quest for reliability led to improvements in feeding systems and bolt designs, minimizing jams and ensuring consistent performance under fire. Notable examples include the FNMAG, a Belgian-made general-purpose machine gun adopted by over 90 countries. Also, the MG3, a German successor to the MG42, is known for its remarkable rate of fire. No discussion about post-war machine guns would be complete without mentioning the AK-47. While technically an assault rifle, its design philosophy profoundly influenced later machine guns. Created by Mikhail Kalashnikov in 1947, this weapon became legendary for its simplicity, durability, and ease of use. The AK-47's stamped metal components made it cheap to produce yet robust enough to withstand extreme conditions, a concept eagerly adopted by machine gun designers. Its gas-operated mechanism inspired similar systems in newer models, emphasizing reliability over intricate engineering. Kalashnikov's influence extended beyond just mechanics. His focus on creating a weapon that could be used by anyone, regardless of training, reshaped military doctrines worldwide. This democratization of firepower was seen in subsequent designs like PK machine gun and RPK. These innovations set the stage for future developments in automatic weapons, continually pushing the boundaries of what's possible on the battlefield. However, it's worth noting that while some countries embraced these advancements fully, others, like the United States, hesitated to adopt certain models, such as the Sturmgewehr. Now, it's time for today's subscriber pick. This picture shows two soldiers standing amidst the chaos of war, wielding a bulky, archaic machine gun, likely from World War I or II. This grim image reveals more than just weaponry. It's a peek into the cold, destructive power that forever changed warfare. But the other image, it's haunting. A soldier, barely recognizable, his face battered, possibly by the devastating force of a machine gun blast. This is the harsh reality that followed the invention of these killing machines. Was this the true cost of technological advancement in war? What are your thoughts? Did the invention of machine guns do more harm than good in human history? Let us know in the comments sections. The ethics and controversies of machine gun use. Machine guns have been used throughout history, not only as weapons of war, but also as tools of oppression against civilians. There are many infamous instances where these weapons were used in crowded cities, causing unimaginable destruction. During colonial conflicts, European powers used machine guns to keep control over territories that were rebelling. In the 1919 Amritsar massacre, British troops fired machine guns at unarmed Indian protesters, killing hundreds and injuring thousands. Similar events occurred in civil wars around the world, such as the Spanish Civil War and the Rwandan genocide, where machine guns were indiscriminately used against civilians. Machine guns changed warfare for the worse. They made it easy to kill many people with little effort, taking away any sense of humanity from battles. Face-to-face combat became a thing of the past. Now, one person could wipe out an entire group without even seeing their faces. This ability to unleash such deadly force with just a pull of a trigger led to what many call dehumanized warfare. Soldiers became operators of deadly machines rather than fighters with a purpose. This impersonal way of killing desensitized soldiers and made conflicts even more brutal. In response to these troubling trends, international communities started creating arms control treaties to regulate or ban the use of machine guns against civilians. The Geneva Conventions are one of the most well-known attempts to impose ethical rules on warfare. It provided prohibition against indiscriminate attacks. Machine guns cannot be used in ways that don't distinguish between fighters and non-fighters. These treaties emphasize protecting civilians during wars by limiting certain weapons known for causing mass deaths. Also, countries are held responsible for breaking these rules through international courts and tribunals. However, enforcing these regulations is still difficult. Rogue states and non-state groups often ignore these conventions and continue using machine guns in ways that go against international law. Dark future, modern challenges and perspectives. As technology advances, so do methods of warfare, and this brings new ethical problems into focus. The integration of machine guns into automated and remotely controlled weapon systems raises urgent questions about accountability and human oversight. Are we getting closer to a future where machines make life and death decisions without human intervention? Already, debates rage about autonomous weapons' role in modern conflicts. While some argue they can reduce human casualties by keeping soldiers off battlefields, others warn they could lower the threshold for starting violence. Machine guns have undeniably changed how wars are fought, both in the past and now, leading to ongoing discussions about their place in civilized society. This dark history highlights the need for careful regulation and understanding of these powerful tools of war. Imagine this: a silent, hovering drone, equipped with an automatic machine gun, patrolling the skies on its own. It's not science fiction anymore. It's the unsettling reality of modern warfare. As technology advances, machine guns are no longer limited to human control. Warfare has never been more advanced or more frightening. Machine guns are now seamlessly integrated into automated and remotely controlled weapon systems. Picture drones flying miles above ground, armed with precision-guided bombs capable of unleashing a storm of bullets upon targets. Or think about autonomous guards and robotic sentinels that can identify and eliminate threats without human intervention. These advancements bring unprecedented efficiency, but also raise serious ethical questions. Can we trust machines to make life and death decisions? Picture a battlefield where the fate of soldiers and civilians alike rests in the hands of machines. The fear is real. What happens when algorithms decide who lives and who dies? These concerns aren't baseless. They're at the heart of an intense debate around autonomous weapons in modern warfare, often referred to as the case against killer robots. International organizations like the United Nations have long struggled with these issues. The idea of fully autonomous weapons, often called killer robots, has led to calls for strict regulations or complete bans. Critics argue that giving machines such power removes accountability, making it easier to conduct warfare without moral constraints. A key point of disagreement is whether machines can follow international humanitarian laws designed to minimize civilian casualties. Can an algorithm truly tell apart combatants from non-combatants in the chaos of battle? The Geneva Conventions were created for humans. Applying them to artificial intelligence opens Pandora's box of interpretative challenges. What implications can this innovation have on future wars? As we look into the future, it's clear that the development of machine guns and other automated systems will deeply influence conflicts to come. The implications go beyond the battlefield. Automated systems will likely dominate reconnaissance efforts, providing real-time data and enabling preemptive strikes. Also, Cities could become battlegrounds where autonomous guards patrol streets, potentially reducing human casualties but raising severe ethical concerns about privacy and civil liberties. However, as machine guns integrate with complex networks, they become vulnerable to hacking, creating risks that go beyond traditional warfare. In essence, the future of machine guns lies at an intersection where technology meets morality. We must navigate this terrain carefully to avoid repeating past mistakes on an even grander scale, especially considering the potential consequences outlined in reports such as this Congressional Research Service report. Cultural representation of machine guns. The cultural representation of machine guns has been a fascinating, albeit controversial journey. From the silver screen to the digital playgrounds of video games, these weapons have carved a niche in our collective imagination. When you think of a machine gun, it's hard not to picture the iconic scenes from movies like Rambo and Terminator. Sylvester Stallone's John Rambo, mowing down enemies with an M60, or Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator relentlessly blasting away with a minigun have become symbols of raw power and invincibility. These films have glorified machine guns, turning them into almost mythical objects that signify strength and dominance. Such portrayals create an aura around these weapons, making them seem almost otherworldly. The loud roars and the seemingly endless streams of bullets captivate audiences, overshadowing the reality of their use in actual combat. Hollywood's love affair with machine guns has undoubtedly shaped public perception, often elevating these tools of war into larger-than-life symbols. Media narratives frequently paint machine gun-wielding characters as heroes or anti-heroes who triumph against overwhelming odds. This trope feeds into the archetype of the lone warrior standing tall amidst chaos, armed with nothing but sheer firepower. In these stories, the machine gun is not just a weapon, it's an extension of the character's will and moral resolve. Consider how video games like Call of Duty or Battlefield place players in scenarios where wielding a machine gun is synonymous with being on the front lines, battling evil forces. The hero myth is compelling, but dangerously detached from reality. While the media glorifies the hero narrative, real-life combat involving machine guns is far from glamorous. It involves tactical planning, teamwork, and harrowing ethical decisions. Video games have taken the cultural representation of machine guns to another level. In virtual worlds, players often use these weapons without giving much thought to their real-world implications. Titles like Grand Theft Auto and Fortnite allow users to wield powerful automatic firearms as if they are mere toys. Machine guns in video games provide an adrenaline rush and a sense of empowerment. These digital experiences can desensitize players to the actual horrors associated with such weapons. Influence on youth. Young gamers may come to see machine guns as cool gadgets rather than instruments capable of causing mass destruction. In video games, we're desensitized because it's just pixels on a screen. In reality, those bullets leave scars. The line between virtual entertainment and real-world consequences blurs significantly when machine guns are involved. The repetitive exposure through gaming can numb individuals to their devastating impact in real-life scenarios. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.